All right, Michigan defeats Ohio State. The Ohio State knocking them possibly out of the Big Ten championship game. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. As long as Penn State defeats Maryland, which they down 7-zip right now at Penn State, as long as they beat Maryland, they will be in the national. They will be in the Big Ten title game versus Oregon. Um, but Michigan gets the upset over Ohio State. I mean, it was an ugly game. It was a game that they probably should have put away. On the previous drive, they had the ball when Davis Warren, is that his name, threw a pick when he should have just led him to the put some air in the ball. It'd have been an easy touchdown, but Ryan Day is good as fired. Then we had some extracurricular activities where allegedly some players were pepper sprayed after the game. So that was unfortunate, but you know, going through the stats real quick, Will Howard, he struggled. He was a transfer, I think, from Kansas State, 19 for 33, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, 175 yards. They didn't have much, success rushing the ball. Quinshawn Judikins had 46 yards, 12 carries. Travion Henderson, 10 carries, 21 yards. They spent all that money in NIL money, too, with $20 million. Emeka Ibuka, he been there for fucking ever. 4 catches, 51 yards. Carnell Tate, 6 catches, 58 yards. Jeremiah Smith, they start freshman receiver, 5 catches, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. They didn't fumble. They didn't record a sack neither, and that was damn near impossible because Michigan only had 16 dropbacks. No, Michigan was horrible in the red zone, though. I think they had a few turnovers in the red zone, if I'm researching. But the kicker was the star today, and Khalil Mullins. He been the star all year. I mean, he need to probably be a first-round draft pick. He dealt with a whole bunch of stacked boxes. Davis Warren 9 for 16, 62 yards, 2 picks. Alex Orgy carried it 3 times, 32 yards. Khalil Mullins 32 carries, 116 yards, 1 TD. Big 27-yard run, pretty much to ice the game. Really wasn't much going on in the receiving game to speak on. They didn't record a sack neither, but they came close from sacking Will Howard a couple times in this game, and it was just Michigan defense. I don't think Will Johnson played. He sat out. He sat out the game as well too. So yeah, it was a lot of different things going on for Michigan this game. To be honest, man, Will Howard, he sat down. He didn't have his best game. Davis Warren, walk on transfer, didn't really do much. But nonetheless, it was a really good game for Michigan. It was a really good game for Michigan, and they ran the ball, stopped the run. Uh, you know, uh, and Ohio State couldn't get nothing going on the edges, couldn't get nothing going on in between the tackles. Michigan defense played with a lot of juice. This was their national championship, beating Michigan State, beating Ohio State. This was their national championship. And it still seemed that Michigan still pretty much planted the flag in the middle of Ohio State. They did plant it. I'm looking at the video right now. They did plant that flag. So that's what kind of started. Baker Mayfield planted his flag a few years ago. Oklahoma came there and Ohio State got mad. But I'll talk about that towards the end. You know what I'm saying? But Ohio State, they play flashy football. That's what it is. They got Chip Kelly. They play this high, flashy, score a whole bunch of points. And when you play them type of football teams, if you can run the ball, you can, play time of possession. You can grind it. Grind it. You keep them off the field, and when you can continue to grind that football, and pound it and move the change, that gets the offense out of a rhythm, that wears down the defense. The defense stay on the field too long, you know, they get wore out. The offense stay off the field too long or stay on the field too short. They don't find a rhythm. So you play those type of teams like the greatest show on turf, or you play those type of offenses that like to really, fling the ball around and score a lot of points. You really want to play power football. You got to play great defense and special teams as well. You can't turn the ball over. You got to be able to run the ball, stop the run, get after the passer, and play good defense. So it'll go, everybody can do it. And Michigan just has the formula, to defeat Ryan Day. They just have the formula. They have the, they have it. So when they had a formula and they got the method to beat them, like the method man, Mathaod, man, they got the method. There ain't too much you can do about it, man. So, Ohio State, they want to go out there, score a lot of points. They tried to come today and run the ball and try to run it. They just ain't got it. They didn't have top quarterbacks like Stroud. They had okay quarterbacks like Howard, top receivers, whether it was Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, uh, whether it's Emeka Buka, whatever his name is, and Jeremiah Smith, and they had all these, great backs and great players that play. It's just Michigan has got the formula on how to beat them. So, um, but it's gonna be interesting. So, Michigan got the number one quarterback coming in next year. Ohio State got the number two quarterback coming in next year. So, yeah, it should be fun. Should be a rivalry for years to come. I don't think Ryan Day will be here next year. He's probably good as gone. He's probably should, he probably, the way he was looking after the game, it's a wrap. So, uh, it's probably a wrap. So, um, well, it was a shocker. I thought, he was a 20 plus point favorite yesterday. Ohio State was 20 plus point favorites. So 23, I think, to be exact. So, and 19 and a half according to ESPN, whatever they was using. So, yeah, wild game, man. But apparently Michigan players got pepper sprayed after the game. If a fight broke out, for the most part, it pretty much had to do with Michigan trying to plant that flag in the middle of the field. They tried to plant it. Ohio State got mad. They wanted to fight when they should have fought about 5 minutes prior and possibly won. And possibly could have got the win, but they didn't. They didn't. So, but it was an ugly scene. You lost 4 straight to Michigan. This is the year you're supposed to overwhelmingly beat Michigan. They came in with a formula, stuck to the game plan, and they beat you. So, we beat y'all. So, I don't mean, was it, Ohio State, they got pride too. A lot of young legs and testosterone, going around Ohio State and stuff of that nature. So, you definitely understand it. You definitely get it, but pepper spraying wasn't the answer. They should have let the coaches handle that. But it is what it is. You got the victory. You got to take your L's with your wins. You gotta take your L's like you take your wins, and now they could be out the national championship and they could be out the Big Ten title game depending on what Penn State does. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to College Sports Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. You go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Facebook as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.